A very good morning to my dear students. Welcome back to the online class. Students, today we will study English Grammar, Class 4th, topic Lesson 19, Tenses, Part 2. As you know, in the previous class, we discussed about tenses and the simple tense. There are three tenses: the present tense, the past tense, and the future tense. Verbs have different forms in different tenses. In the previous class, we studied about the simple tense. In the simple tense, we studied about simple present tense, simple past tense, and simple future tense. Now, in today's class, today we will study about the continuous tense and the perfect tense. So, first, let us discuss about the continuous tense. The continuous tense. Continuous means something is going on. When an action is going on, continuously going on. So here in this topic, we will study about present continuous tense, past continuous tense, and future continuous tense. So let us start with present continuous tense. Present continuous tense means that an action is continuously going on in the present time. Okay, that an action is continuously going on in the present time. And the formula to make continuous tense, present continuous tense, we will use is rm plus verb ing form. See, when the action is continuously going on, we'll use in the present tense is rm plus verb ing form and then rest of the sentence. Here you can see with I will use am, with you, they, we will use are, and with he, she or singulars will use is. Examples you can see, I'm watching television. That means the action is going on. You are watching television. He is watching television. It shows that the action is going on. Now, next is past continuous tense. See, past continuous tense means that an action was continuously going on in the past time. Okay, the action was continuously going on in the past time. For making past continuous tense, we'll use was, were plus verb ing form and then rest of the sentence. The formula is subject plus was, were plus verb ing form and then rest of the sentence. I was sleeping at 11 p.m. last night. That means the action was continuously going on in the past time. You were sleeping at 11 p.m. last night. He was sleeping at 11 p.m. last night. So, in the past continuous tense, we use was, were plus verb ing form and then rest of the sentence. It shows that an action was continuously going on in the past time. For the singular subject, we'll use now was, and for the plural subject, we'll use were plus ing. I is the special case, so with I, we'll use was plus ing. Now, next comes future continuous tense. Yes, future continuous tense. Future continuous tense tells us that an action will be going on in the future time. That an action will be continuously going on in the future time. And the formula to make future continuous tense is, first we will use subject, then will, shall, then be, then verb ing form, and then object means rest of the sentence. For example, you can see on the screen, Sarita will be reading the newspaper. Sarita will be reading the newspaper. He will be writing. So these sentences tell us that an action will be going on in the future time. Okay? Future continuous tense tells us that an action will be going on in the future time. And the formula which we use to make future continuous tense is will, shall plus be plus verb ing form. Okay, which form we will use? Verb ing form we are using for continuous tense now. If it is present, we'll use is rm plus ing, and if it is past, we'll use was were plus ing, and if it is future, then we'll use will, shall plus be plus ing form. Now we'll study about the perfect tense. Okay, the next form is the perfect tense. The perfect tense, that means an action has been completed. The action has been completed. Perfect tense shows the completion of work. What does the perfect tense show? The completion of work. Here in the perfect tense, we are having present perfect tense, past perfect tense, and future perfect tense. So let us discuss about these tenses one by one. First, let us discuss about present perfect tense. See, present perfect tense tells us that an action has been completed in the present time. And we use has, have plus third form, verbs third form to make present perfect tense. For example, I have eaten an apple. So we use has, have plus past participle, verbs third form. For plural we use have, and for singular we use has. He has eaten an apple. In the same case, in the past perfect tense. See, past perfect tense tells us that an action had been completed in the past time. So here we use had plus past participle. Past participle means verb third form. For example, see, had asked, had looked. Had plus third form of the verb. We use had plus third form of the verb. For with the singular and plural subject, we use had. Okay, so the formula to form past perfect tense, we are to use had plus verbs third form. Now here, let's have some examples. You can see some examples on the screen. He had written, she had eaten her lunch. Here you can see we have used had plus verbs third form. So the formula is subject plus had plus verbs third form and then rest of the sentence to form past perfect tense. Now, next we are having future perfect tense. See, future perfect tense tells us that an action will be completed in the future time. It tells us that an action will be completed in the future time. And of course, there will be a formula, the rules which we are to use to form future perfect tense. The formula which we are to use to form future perfect tense is, here you can see on the screen, there will be a formula to form future perfect tense. First, we will use subject, then will, shall, then have, then verb third form, and then object. Okay, so here what we are to use, subject plus will, shall plus have plus verbs third form and then object. Here on the screen you can see examples. He will have eaten his lunch. See, will have eaten, it tells us that an action will be completed in the future time. In the same way, she will have written. In the next example you can see will have written. It tells us that an action will be completed in the future time. So, to form future perfect tense, this formula we are to use. Will, shall plus have plus verbs third form. Now, the following table shows the correct forms of verbs in these three tenses. Here in the table you can see we are having 3 tenses. How many tenses we are having? 3. Yes, we are having 3 tenses: present, past and future. And all these 3 tenses are having different forms: simple, continuous and perfect. See, examples are already given, also given here. You can see present tense, simple. Subject plus verbs first form. He writes. Present continuous, isrm plus verb ing form. He is writing. Present perfect, has have plus verbs third form. He has written. Now, simple past, second form. He wrote. Past continuous, was verb plus ing form. He was writing. Past perfect, had plus third form. He had written. Now future, simple future, will plus first form. He will write. Future continuous, will be plus ing. He will be writing. Future perfect tense, will have plus third form. He will have written. I think with the help of this table, tenses and the different forms of tenses will be clear to you. So now it's a time for home assignment. Yes, homework. So what do you have to do in the homework? Yes, you are to learn all the formulas of tenses which we have discussed in the class now, to form different forms of tenses: simple, continuous and perfect. So the formulas which we have discussed in the class, that formulas you are to learn and try to make one sentence of each category: simple, continuous and perfect. So that's all for today's class. In next class we will do the exercise. We will solve the exercise. Till then, take care. Have a nice day. Thank you.